Alright, hi bears. So today we are going to discuss how to find the constant of proportionality on a graph or a table. Again, this is just if you missed the Zoom meeting yesterday or maybe you just need some clarification. So to review, we can determine if a table is proportional again by if we look at those diagonals, if we multiply our diagonals and get the same value, or if there is a constant value that we can multiply all the way across from our x to our y. We can tell if a graph shows a proportional relationship if it is a straight line and it passes through the origin. Alright, I'm going to skip those two. Sorry. Oops. Alright, that's 128. Alright, so today we're going to talk about this concept called constant of proportionality. Constant of proportionality is just asking for the unit rate. So I know over here I'm going to look for what is happening per 1 hour. So we know this table has a constant of proportionality because I can either look across, this is times 3, times 3, times 3, times 3, and 2 times 12 is 24, 6 times 4 is 24. I know that it's going times 3 straight across, so my unit rate, or my COP, constant of proportionality, is 3 miles, or 3. So for every hour, I'm going to drive 3 miles. So times 3, times 3, times 3, times 3. Alright, but what happens if my COP is not a nice, easy value? Like here. I have no idea what's going on in this table, but first we need to be able to determine if it is proportional or not. So again, in order to determine if it is proportional, we're looking for what is multiplying across, or we can look at these diagonals. If we start with diagonals, 2 times 8 is 16, 4 times 3 is 12. Automatically, we don't need to do anything else. It's not proportional. There is not going to be a constant or a unit rate. Oops. None. Alright, so on this table, in order to find our COP, again, we'll check, is it proportional? 6 times 2 is 12, 3 times 4 is 12. There is going to be 1. But when I'm looking straight across, if I do not know what I am multiplying by, we always can take our y values and divide them by our x values. So in this case, I'm going to take 3, divide it by 2, to get my answer of 1.5. And if we look at our table, 2 times 1.5 is 3, 4 times 1.5 is 6, 6 times 1.5 is 9, and so on. So we take our y value and divide that by our x value, which also leads us into how we're going to determine graphs. So this one tells us our COP is 60. Again, we're looking for our unit rate. So down here for 1 unit, it's right across at 60. We also, as we just talked about, can take our y value divided by x. 120 divided by 2 is 60. So again, our COP on a graph, we're going to look for a point. 80 divided by 2 is 40. 160 divided by 4 is 40. 240 divided by 6 is also 40. So our COP is going to be 40. Alright, on this graph, again, we are taking our y value divided by our x value. So I saw a lot of misdividing on here. We want to do 4 divided by 12. So we don't want to do 12 divided by 3 because that's x divided by y. It has to be y divided by x, and that gives us 0.33 repeating. Alright, so hopefully that gives you guys a little insight. Again, COP is just looking for the unit rate. Hopefully we can determine it on a table or graph, and let me know if you have any questions.